Diary entry 112, date 2/3/2022. So, I'm in our school library doing my paper on pheromones when my nostrils catch the faint whiff of cigarettes and mints. And I turn around and it is David D. leaning over my shoulder. "Tutor," he says. "Tutor." And I don't know what is more surprising, that David D. is talking to me, or that he's in the library. David D. voted most likely to succeed. The Union. In the library. Grunting. "Tutor." At first I thought he said tutor, as in the English monarchy. "You tutor me." It was very Edgar Rice Burroughs. Did David D. actually want me to tutor him? Or was tutor a code word for something else? What subject? Biology. Okay, it was definitely a code word. David D. wants to make out with me. Here are my digits. Meet me at my crib at around, say, 7:30, and we'll study. Befitting his rebel status, David D. insists on climbing through my bedroom window, even though it's adjacent to my front door. "What's up?" I say to him. He runs his fingertips over my limited edition Edward Cullen bedsheets, and smelling of imposter cologne and cigarettes, he sits next to me in his squeaky leather jacket as we prepare to Google. "So, David D., what is it you wish to learn?" "Amoeblas," he says. Well, okay, what about the amoeba is it that you wish to learn?" "How they do it." "Well, they only have one cell, so..." "Only one cell phone? That sucks." No, when I say cell, I just mean as the functional, instructional building block of all organisms, aka the building blocks of life." "Oh, like an iPhone." Exactly. After an hour of drilling the asexual reproduction of the common protozoa, it occurs to me. David D. wants an actual tutor. End of diary entry.
On behalf of enthusiastic Americans everywhere, I accept this award as the most team-spirited. Thank you for recognizing that cheering in a grandstand full of clinically depressed teens via the fine art of synchronized screaming is humanitarian work. One which requires dancing out loud in booty shorts while ball players grunt. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. No one knows what you're talking about. But who cares? Such a lot of gender prone making around a beanbag in a ritualistic circle. Like, I'm not saying girls can't like hacky sack, but we're interested in the actual game. Boys, they just want to kick things around while we encourage them to be aggressive. Be aggressive. When we need them to be sensitive. Be sensitive. It's really kind of counterproductive when you think of it. Which I have late, energy draining being a screaming girl and such. I therefore accept this award as a retirement gift. No longer will I dangle my future atop of girls who would just as rather see me in a leg brace. Come to think of it, you should retitle this award the most mean-spirited. And give it to the person who designed these hideous uniforms. Like skirts? Are you kidding me? There's more to happiness than shaking one's pom-poms.
My favorite memory of senior year was being cast as the lead in the senior musical, Fiddler on the Roof. That's right. You're looking at the roof, which, okay, literally a supporting role, and no, I was not cast as the roof because of my recent bout with shingles. I was born beaming, and thus I was born to play a beam. First day of rehearsals, I meet the rest of the set who, apparently, are unaccustomed to enthusiastic lumber. What is our motivation? I try to inspire them with a little impromptu scene study. What kind of roof should we be? Somebody Google thatched. There's homework, says a co-star performing community service. That's a fine attitude, I say. If you were cast as a dancing fork in Beauty and the Beast, would you not draft a full character bio? No, I would quit. Have you forgotten your thespian pledge? Dude, we're playing a roof. An actor as a roof sounds crazy, no? But you might say that every one of us is an actor on a roof, trying to keep the rain of rejection from extinguishing our passion. And why do we stay up there if it is so thankless? That I could tell you in one word, if I had a line. But there are no small parts, only small set budgets. Play your part well, for there all honor lies. Break a beam. Now, remember, we'll be going out there scrap wood, but we'll be coming back a roof.
Ladies and gentlemen of the PTA, whether 'tis noble to stand before you, pleading your behalf on Thespian Troop 24601, or face a sea of trouble by ignoring your band on Romeo and Juliet, a play you argue romanticizes teen sex and suicide, but it is in fact an Elizabethan tragedy that is widely regarded as a tragedy, not a how-to guide. You don't see schools banning guys and dolls because it encourages gambling. Let the record show that the PTA finds it righteous to ban Romeo and Juliet, but yet greenlights Grease, the musical tale of a virgin who transforms herself into a chain-smoking tramp in order to fit in. Lord, what fools these drama queens can be! Grease isn't the word, it's a high cholesterol food residue. In a country, of course. Now, there are worse things I could do than go on about a play or two, even though it's clear I find Grease trashy and no good. If I may toss the way Miss America name drops God, freedom of speech may not be absolute, but it absolutely includes inamic pentameter. I rest my case.
There's nothing superlative about these words. Why would a girl with the label brains and beauty like the two are so mutually exclusive? For women, you need to single out the freak that has both. Also, why is the guy chosen most athletic while a girl is chosen most sporty? And don't get me started on best intelligence. Shouldn't that be worst grammar? Oh, and get this. This year, they've added best curve. Like being able to afford one isn't price enough. Most generous, most charitable, nada. But there is an award for best smile and best eyes. Like, you should be given a trophy for something you were born with. Shouldn't that prize go to your parents? You're supposed to earn an award, and I did not earn frequently flirty. I am not even occasionally flirty. I'm not.
Grand Slam / final inning / bases loaded. 4 more runs to playoffs, and I'm up to bat. And all I can think of is my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Strike 2, who's now dating the guy throwing the ball. I never even made it to first base with her. Now I'm expected to hit a home run? Foul. She broke up with me on Facebook because I'm told she needed space. Facebook? Seriously? I had to find out you broke up with me through my grandmother? Wow. Space. The final frontier. Between the pitcher's ears. Ball. Cool. Let him walk me. That boy band wannabe. You know they're called One Direction because they're headed straight to hell. Bam! The ball soars towards the green monster as the boys are hitting the bags. An outfielder catches it and then drops it. The crowd goes wild as the ball is retrieved. The pitcher throws it to the catcher, and you're out. I don't know what was worse. My dad burying his face in his hands, my ex clinging to Johnny Southpaw with the facehugger from Alien. How's that space thing working out? I said to myself. My dad takes me to Denny's after for a grand slam. I know, but it's like a tradition. Somewhere between the bacon and the pancakes, my dad says, "You can do better." I'm still wondering, did he mean the game? Or the girl?
Music may be a universal language, but math, that's the language of the universe. You need math to measure a man. You need it to count your blessings. And you need it to discover a 10% solution to the long and short of why girls are attracted to One Direction. If you know statistics, you know you have better odds at winning best all around than scoring a date to the prom with the one you love. But being a mathlete, that can help you come to terms with why a certain variable who used to be my better half became an exponent. You know, to paraphrase the great mathematician John von Neumann, who's the author of Mathematical Foundations with Quantum Mechanics, 1932. You don't understand mathematics so much as you get used to them. Thus, I don't understand why this former coefficient of mine won't answer my calls. But I am getting used to it. It's a constant which multiples my angst by subtracting my focus. And my focus is on math. It's the language of the universe, albeit not a romance language. These chances, they're stacked against irrationals like love. It's a delicate balance between the quantitative and the qualitative. But may the odds be ever in your favor.
OMG. Gabby, would you let someone else speak for like one freaking second? Like it or not, I popped out of the womb 90 seconds before you, which makes me your big sister. Show some respect. As I was trying to say, I have the sickest idea for our third annual Sweet 16 bash. Ready? Wicked. The theme will be Wicked, as in the musical. Don't be ignorant, Gabby. Wicked is so not a book by whomever. It's a show by Broadway, which in turn is based on The Wizard of Oz, which, FYI, is a show, not a book. God, Gabby, show some literacy. Anyway, Wicked stars two girls who are like sisters, except one is pink and beautiful like me, and the other is green with envy like you. What? Anyway, let it go. It's only natural to be in the smoky eye shadow of your big sis. Jeez, when did someone get so touchy? OMG, skip the Instagrams. We'll go old school by letting Jimmy's second grade class pass out invites, just like flying monkeys. Then, on the big night, a wind machine will blow our guest onto the yellow brick carpet. I can see it as clear as my skin. You arrive at the catering hall choking out Emerald Haze fog, while I make my entrance taking selfies in a cheetah-licious pink bubble. Daddy'll buy me one. A bedazzled bubble cascading from the heavens of the skylight onto the floor of the dance tune of popular, I wanna be unlimited. I am unlimited. Hello? Still there? Gabby? Who hangs up on their twin? That is like so rent. And I'm not that girl.
Shazam! I just pulled best dressed out of my hat. Not surprising, as being a magician, I was born in top hat and tails. Or as we say in the world of prestidigitation, white rabbit optional. How does she do it, you ask? A different outfit for every class? Impossible. Though the magician's code swears me from revealing the secrets of Velcro, one need not be a quick change artist to consider that all wardrobe is in fact an illusion. A scarf to hide a hickey, heels to make you taller, shoulder pads to buff you up. And to further prove, and prove further, the symbiotic relationship between magic and fashion, fashion and magic, ladies and gentlemen, look into my eye as I make the debate upon the pending dress code disappear. Imagine the school cafeteria, in your mind's eye. See the labels at the table? The jocks in blue, the goths in black, the pink princesses, the golden divas, the geeks in tan. We already have a dress code. Now, for my next trick, I will make my SAT scores disappear. Shazam.
Yeah, so according to my guidance counselor, I was supposed to come up with goals for my senior year. Well, at the top of my list was get out of gym. So, first day of school rolls around and I set my aim into action. You! Coach Ryan! Suit up! What are we? Astronauts? Don't get fresh with me. Fresh? Would you rather me be stale? Talking can be done. You got change for a 20? Okay. And anyway. I needed a game plan. Something that didn't include an actual game. Especially, less dodging of the balls. So, I skipped gym for a week. That is, until I was called down to the office. I told them I thought PE stood for please excuse. It was worth a shot. Well, they told me I needed a medical excuse. Okay. I can do that. You, Coach Ryan, as much as I would love to serve as your guinea pig / punching bag for our local dodgeball tournament, I'm afraid my pancreas is shifted. Oh, poor kid. Go sit down. Oh, your esophagus? Yeah. Well, that lasted about 4 days. You, with the esophagus. You need a doctor's note. A doctor's note? See, I didn't mind lying about, my pancreas or esophagus or whatever you want to say it was. I will not forge a doctor's signature. I have integrity. Religion. That's when it hit me. Yay old religion trump card. Coach Ryan. You again. Listen. I'm afraid it has come to my attention that Jim is against my religion.
And what religion might that be?
I am Amish. I am an Amish person.
Amish is not a religion. It's a nationality.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, so anyway, he sent me to the library to research Amish people, and yeah. So I spent the rest of my senior year there instead of PE, and honestly, it's really what I wanted all along. I get to flex my creative muscles and not be in the dodgeball tournament, so I think I did pretty good.
It's day of my senior class photo, and I was getting ready for school. My mother walked in with her yearbook and matter-of-factly lips. She'd pointed to a picture of her dancing at prom with Johnny Depp. My mother was dancing with Captain Jack Sparrow. Mom, when did you plan on telling me this? Well, you never asked. She says it like, have you ever dated Johnny Depp? Will eventually come up in every mother-daughter conversation. Poor Johnny, I broke his heart when I did it for your father. Blah. Okay. At this moment, the obvious thing to do was to make a list of things I had never thought to ask her before, like, what's your real age? But all I could think of was, she's done it again. My mother has upstaged me, yet again. She's an overachiever, my mother, or overbearing, depending on which therapist we talk to. Back in high school, she was nominated most likely to become president, but lost class president to a girl in the drama club. It's an injustice of which she brings up every second Tuesday in November. She has issues, my mother. A subscription, if you will. When I was nominated Best All Around, she asked, Best All Around what? According to my ex-father, she knew it was the time of her life, but Johnny Depp? Really? Maybe it was a pirate-themed prom, and he was just one of those celebrity cutouts that you pose with, you know? You don't think she'll come to prom accompanied by Harry Styles, do you? I mean, she is a chaperone who needs chaperoning. But it is what it is. And it is. Anyways, I accept your award. What? My mother already accepted it? Leave it to my mom to shipwreck Johnny Depp's heart, and then break mine.